Hi, this is the Launching IoT's learning series. Today I wanted to talk about kind of what is IoT. And many people in the advice sections have talked about really understand the problem, really listen to your customers, and then work out how technology can help. But one of my favorite sayings of all time is the Henry Ford quote, which is, if I'd asked them what they wanted, they'd have said faster horses. So when you're dealing with disruptive technology or stuff that doesn't exist, many people can't visualize how that can help them. So as an IoT industry, we have to understand the technology really deeply, understand how, by adding those bits of technology together, we can create something truly amazing and revolutionary, and then be able to take that to market, but aligning that really closely with the customer's needs. So what I've pulled together here is so many people used car analogies. They talked about different parts of a car and how complex the IoT solutions are and how complex they are to put together. So why don't we hear about how the IoT ecosystem and IoT technology is like a car?
There are many constituent elements, and I actually drew out all the constituent elements and all the different technologies that we are involved with. And I'm guessing it's on a chart somewhere, but it was 25 or 30 bits of the jigsaw. So although we own critical elements like the sensor and the platform, the systems integration of bringing all these multiple factors together. I mean, if you consider something like a car's got the engine, it's got the exhaust, it's got the steering wheel, it's got the tires, it's got the wheels, it's got the brake pads, it's got glass, it's got sunroofs, it's got seats, it's got leather, and so on. Our world is like that. And if you are to be an effective, real-time monitoring system for, these critical points, you can't avoid it. It's the only way you are able to deliver a complete solution.
Can I also say one other thing? The car analogy that's been talked about, you can have a great car, but you've got to put petrol in it. And of course, battery technology is so fundamentally crucial.
And to me, IoT is that effectively. It's a revolution in its own right. It has the potential to fundamentally change, not just going back to that car analogy. And the inventing a wheel is an incremental improvement to. You create a better wheel, it's an incremental improvement. You create a better engine, it's an incremental improvement. But when you combine those things, then I say you get this benefit that's bigger than the sum of the component parts, the motorized transport. And I think IoT to me is bigger than the sum of its component parts. It's the ability to really have an impact and disrupt the world for the greater.
To the start of automobiles. There were no speed signs, there were no seat belts, there were none of that. And eventually the problem got so bad that they started, putting lines down the middle of the road and things like that, right? It would be really good if we actually started doing that a little earlier, because the ramifications of this are pretty big.
And then the real future, the real sweet spot for the Internet of Things is the system of systems. So where you get now unrelated products talking to each other. So again, in your home context, that may be, so you've got heating, ventilation, air conditioning stuff. Why not also talk to your security system or your electric vehicle charging point? Why not make better use of the electricity that you're using? Your brain could then burst with the possibilities of the efficiencies, you could say, the security of your home, and a whole raft of other things. So I quite like the way that they've demonstrated that journey of IoT from a product-centric view of the world to a data-driven view of the world.